Okay, yeah, that's hard because I can't say this name. Those invoices. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. Good morning, YouTube. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. I'm off today, so I figured I would get on both platforms and chop it up with y'all. Because I'm getting ready to go sourcing this morning. Okay? Gotta go make that money this morning. Hopefully, if y'all are working today, after you finish, you're going to make that money this morning. Oh, let me see. That's the goal today. But I'm literally on here for a hot second. Just if you have any FBA, FBM questions, ask away. That's what I'm here for. I'm literally off. So usually I get on live later than this, but I'm off today. So ask away. Any questions that you have, that's what I'm here for. Ask away, ask away. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, new cousins. I see some new faces. I don't see like my OG cousins, but hey, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome to the cookout. Yes, it's an early morning cookout. But feel free to ask any questions that you might have if you come across our page before. If you haven't come across our page before, we are your FBA cousins. I'm Q. I'm one half of your FBA cousins. The other cousin is Princess. She's actually actively doing a one-on-one session right now. Like literally doing a one-on-one session with one of our other cousins right now. Putting them on to what they need to do for Q4 to make some money. Essentially, we started this business about 7 months ago. Literally had no idea what we was doing. We just wanted to plug some holes in our finances and make some extra money. And stumbled across Amazon because we started with drop shipping, and that was a complete fail. We will tell y'all about that another day. Just complete fail. Lost money. Started this, did it with a couple $100s off the backs of our 9-to-5 paychecks and made $3,900, $3,800 our first month. It was a little bit over $3,800. And our second month selling, we hit 10K. And it's been up since then, y'all. So that sums up what this experience has been like. So 7 months in this, and we on here telling y'all, like, get to the bag. Get to the bag right now. Get to the freaking bag. Don't miss out on this money. Like, it's too much of it out here. And I know y'all probably see people talk about it all the time. This, oh, start this, do this, make $10,000 doing this. Yes, but we are here to tell you that you can do it. But we here to give you the meat and potatoes of how to do it. One. Because let's be honest, people are not giving away free game like they say they are without you having to pay an arm and a leg. And outside of us giving you the meat and potatoes, we are a community. So we get on here on live often. This is what we do. We get on here, we talk about what's going on. You ask your questions freely. You can DM us your questions. You can get our starter guide and ungate guide if you want to start with those things just to have guidance as to how to do this. But y'all, it's simple. Literally, set up your account with Amazon through Amazon Seller Central. Get your Seller Amp app. Download that. Between the two of those, you'll pay $60. $60 to start. $20 for your Seller Amp app, and then your account with Amazon is $40 a month. They will take the first payment off your card. After that, it will just come off of your account with them. So you won't have to see that on your card no more. Yeah, girly. I like that too. I like that too, cousins. Do those two things, you're a seller once they approve you. You are literally a seller. It's that simple. The only thing that you have to do after that is work towards getting ungated. Now, that part of the process can be irritating and annoying. It can be work sometimes, but in the end, it is going to be your key to be able to sell different things. That's the one thing about the whole selling process that trips people up, and it's going to separate you from the people that's going to give up and say, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing all that ungating, da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, you have to get ungated. But once you get ungated in brands, you golden. You're golden. You're in a position where now you can go out here and start scanning items to find to sell and make money. It's really that simple. There's no catch to it. And if you've heard that it's a catch to it, they lying. There's no catch to it. That is how it works. That is the key to you being able to plug holes in your finances, if that's what you want to do. Because at least that, for us, that was what we wanted to do. We could afford our bills. We could afford to, save to do things that we wanted to do. But essentially, the ultimate goal for us was, well, for me, just keeping it funky. Over here, look, we family, so we keep it real with y'all. For me, it was a matter of, I don't want to pay for gas no more. Gas is high. Like I want to be able to have an extra source of income that could take care of some of those smaller bills. Like take care of my light bill, take care of my water bill, to then allow me to have extra funds and extra finances in my pocket. And it did just that. Like it did just that. Don't sleep on this, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Or just keep following us and keep watching us, and over time you will see what we put out there. Go back through our videos. Go back to our first video, y'all, and see where we started. Like, we had no intentions of even starting on a social media platform and putting out there what we are doing. That was never the goal. I don't even like social media. Neither one of us even use our personal social medias like that. So this was a lot for us to get to a place where we were like, okay, let's put ourselves out there. Let's tell people what the heck we doing. Let's show people that you can make money doing this business. Like, it's possible. It is beyond possible. Like, us regular 9-to-5ers can have a business and make some side money that could then turn to more than just some side money. That's what I'm saying here, essentially. So, like I said, if you didn't catch everything I said, of course, leave a comment down below. I'll go back through it. If you have questions about what I said, ask away. I don't care if you feel like it's personal in regards to, okay, well, how much money did you say y'all started with, or whatever the case may be. Whatever questions you have about this whole process of how Amazon works, how we started, what we're doing, and what we're trying to share with y'all, ask. That is the whole point of us getting on live. This is for y'all. This is for us to zone in and tune in to what you need, literally. How long have we been doing it? Good morning, Teresa. Hey, cousin. We have been doing this for, now it's going on 8 months. So we started January, like the 26th, we always get that date weird. It's like the 20 something, like 26th to 28th. That was the date that we started. So it was literally at the end of the month. So essentially, we really had our full first month in February. And if you go back and look at our, like the stuff we posted, good morning. If you look at the stuff we posted, like way back, you can see like January just looked dead. Like it just looked like we had we sold a little bit and we was getting our feet wet, and then boom, February we took off. Like February we took off. Even starting in January, we still made a decent amount of money. But like I said, $3,800 our first month, and that was with $300. That was with $300. Yep. Hold on, y'all, because I am on my I'm using my phone for one. But yeah, $300, y'all. I would have never thought. And once we hit that 38, we was like, we didn't use the money. Latia, good morning. Happy Friday, cousins. Y'all, it's early, so I can't give y'all my voice said, girl, calm down. It's early in the morning. Not too much. I'm gonna have to find a way to plug up this. But so yeah, essentially that's basically how we started. Like, no gimmicks, no none of that. Like, that's literally how we started. And after we made the $3,800, it was like, we just made $3,800 doing much of nothing. Like, going in stores, sourcing. At the time, we were only really ungated in like grocery items. So I really, truthfully, being completely 100 with y'all, because we all know, if my OG cousins, I know y'all been going through it with Q4 and getting ungated, and we've been working through it. We've been pressing through, because that's all you can do. But essentially, we got ungated in grocery, and we did a tuna pack. That's what we did, and they ungated us for majority of the grocery category. We sold groceries for a while. It was a few beauty brands that we were able to sell as well. That's all we sold. And we literally shopped at Ross and Burlington Coat Factory. Those are our two main stores at the time. I wasn't even venturing into like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, none of that. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. Yes, I still work my 9 to 5. So Teresa, you may not have been on here when I first got on, but I'm actually off today. I usually work on Tuesday through Saturday, but since Monday was a holiday, I had an extra little day, so I said I'm gonna take it on Friday because Saturdays ain't that bad anyway. Saturdays ain't that bad anyway. So basically, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody called me and it threw me off real quick. But yeah, so basically, I was like, I'm gonna get on here and just chop it up with y'all and let y'all know what's going on. So yes, we still work 9 to 5s. It's just my off day, and I decided to get on here and spend my morning with y'all. Essentially. Good morning. Look, y'all, it's a little bright, so I'm having to put my Ari, I think. Either way, good morning, cuz. But if I said it wrong, please correct me. We can't stand to tear names up, so definitely correct us. Hey, Kate. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I get this. Katia? Y'all, don't beat me up for chopping y'all names up, cousin. I'm trying. Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, so Nyasia, so we do not have a full-blown mentorship. We did a September Fest, which went really well. Most of our cousins in there pretty much are making money already and doing really great, so that made us happy. But we took a step back because we wanted to change some things and decide like what we want to add, what we want to take away. It was not a full-blown mentorship because one thing about us, we're very transparent and honest about the fact that we still work 9 to 5, y'all. So we're not gonna put something out there that we can't fully give y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like when we give y'all something, we gonna give y'all our all. And I think that some people might be putting out stuff like, oh, we'll give you a mentorship, and they really not giving you their all. That ain't gonna never be us, okay? But what you can do, because we are planning on doing something come November, that's the goal, to do something in November. But it is Q4, it's busy, so we really thinking about what that's gonna look like. So in the meantime, we do still have our one-on-one sessions available. We actually have left them marked down. So they're like $30-something. So you can grab a one-on-one session. You can book it as far out as you want. If you're like, I don't really want it tomorrow or next week or the week after, I just want it like the end of the month. However you want to book your one-on-one session, you can. You can book more than one. It's totally up to you until we get something in place where we're like holding your hand a little bit more again, like we were last month. So get your book your one-on-one session. You don't have to come and know everything. A lot of people do ask like, oh, what is the one-on-one tailored towards? What do I have to know? You don't have to know anything. Thank you. You don't have to know nothing. Like, just come prepared to learn. Come prepared for us to be able to, tell you what your next steps are going to be. Like, so we can give you the meat and the potatoes and say, okay, this is what your homework is because now you know this. Or this is where you are. Okay, so this is what your next steps are going to be. Essentially, that's what we like to do. So $35 for that. And then we have our starter guide and ungate guide, which both of those essentially just walk you through setting up your store, adding listings, if you're shipping FBM or FBA, how you do each one of those. And then the ungate guide is walking you through ungating. You rinse and repeat those steps every single time. It doesn't matter if you it doesn't matter if you ungating Nike or you ungating something else, a grocery brand. You use the same steps every single time. Katia, so we are I am Q, one half of your FBA cousins. The other half is Princess. She actually on a one-on-one call right now. So just to recap, I'm on 2 different platforms. So sorry, cousins. So essentially we are Amazon sellers. That's what we do. We've been doing it for about 7 months. We just wanted some extra income, like to plug holes in our finances, and more of plug holes in places where it's like, gosh, can another source of income take care of this and we don't have to worry about this? Essentially was what it was. I was like, okay, can it take care of gas and a light bill and a water bill too, maybe? Like, we didn't know. We just was going with the flow and seeing what the possibilities was. And we started with a couple $100, so it was like $300. Started off the backs of our 9 to 5 paychecks and literally made $3,800 our first month. Took that $3,800, reinvested it back into the business, and the next month we hit 10K. So it's been up since then. So now we just sharing like what we did, how we did it with our cousins, because at the end of the day, I think that a lot of times we see so many people post different stuff like, oh, this is so tangible to, you can do this, make $1,000 in 2 hours and all this crazy stuff that's out there on the internet. But truthfully, okay, we're not really trying to take that approach. At the end of the day, what we do want to put out there is that this is something that can be done by a regular schmegular person just like us that work 9 to 5s and just try something to see if this would work, and it did. So just the same way it worked for us, it can work for you. You do not have to have $10 million, $1,000 to take a course to be able to do this business. You can do it without having to spend an arm and a leg. Spend your savings to do it. You don't have to do that. We did not start with a business name. So when we started, we set it up as an individual, and that's a great question. I would say if you haven't, anybody that wants, more insight, if you click the link in our bio, we actually just put up a video on our YouTube. It's a YouTube link in our bio. You can click on it. It takes you right to our channel. We just put up a video last night of the difference between an individual account and a professional account, because there is a difference between the two accounts as far as like how many items you want to sell, that type of thing. You do not have to have a business account to do either one of those accounts. You can sign up as an individual. It will literally ask you twice about how you want to, like, what is your plan to sell? So essentially the first question is like, oh, are you signing up with a business account, using the LLC, partnership, all those questions in regards to having like an actual business. The other question will say, the other answer under that question will say, no, I'm an individual, like I just want to sell. So you can simply just choose I'm an individual if you do not have an LLC. If you do have an LLC, you can put it under there. We did not get our LLC and stuff until like start talking about it until our 2nd month in, probably going into the 3rd month, because we were like, oh shoot, like we making money, we paying insurance on this stuff because Amazon is requiring it based off of how much we making. We need an LLC. Like we need to make this official. So we really didn't do that until the money and the like funds of having a business and making that much income started, showing itself. At that point, we was like, okay, it's time for us to really go ahead and do the LLC. It was talks about it, but we did not do it initially. So don't feel like you have to do it. In order to start, honestly, of course, you need your $60 to be able to set up your Amazon seller account and get your Sellers Amp app. So between the two of those, Sellers Amp is $20. Your account to be able to sell is going to be $40 a month. Like I said, they'll take the first payment off your card. After that, they will start charging it to your account. So that's a plus, because then you don't have to worry about it coming out your account. They will just, deduct it as you make sales. We don't even see it, truthfully, because, we're constantly making sales, that type of thing. So that's basically how much we, hold on, I can't see. Y'all, it's light in here, so I'm having to lean over to be able to see what y'all saying to me. I'm sorry. Don't think I'm weird. But yeah, so outside of the $60, that's where we were at. Outside of the $60, truthfully, a couple hundred. If you could start with a couple hundred, then great. Start with what you can. I feel like so many people put out there like, oh, you have to have this amount, this set amount to start. But if the goal is just to start and build upon what you started with, then you can start with anything outside of what you need to be able to run the business, which is the $60, if that makes sense. You can go in the store with $50 and come out of there and run the bag up and make 150, 200. Like, it's possible, it's doable. Start with what you can. You do need to be able to ungate. We suggest when you go through the ungating process before you start selling, use Target. Target has ForPay. Ain't no shame in my game over here. We do it often. I don't care what nobody got to say. Over here in this community, it's about saving money. So use Target, use ForPay, ungate in grocery, get 10, because you have to buy 10 units to get ungated in grocery. Like, use Target, use the resources around you to save money as much as you can. We started January, like I said, it was like 26, 27, 28. It was the 20 something. The last few days of the month is when we started in January. How long does it take to begin generating revenue and profit? Ari, if you get your stuff set up and ungate, say you decided I'm gonna start with grocery, because that's what we suggest to start with first. My coffee getting cold, y'all. Hold on. My coffee getting cold. Say you do what I did. When I started, I said I'm gonna just start with grocery, get my feet wet, figure out what I'm doing. Just starting with grocery, truthfully, we generated $3,800 that first month. Like, within days, we made our first sale after I got ungated to sell groceries. So within your first month, you can make money. The biggest thing about it that I think that a lot of people try to skip over because they want to get to making the money is that you do have to put the time in to learn Seller's Amp. Seller's Amp is your bread and butter. Seller Amp, the $20 you pay for Seller Amp, it need to do its job. You are depending on it to do its job, which is for you to scan items and Seller Amp to tell you that those items are profitable or not. You are not going off your dome of just like, is this profitable? People like this. Should I buy it? I don't care about none of that. If I scan this tripod right here with my phone and Seller Amp tell me that it's gonna make me profit, I'm going to buy it. If it says that it's not, I'm gonna put it down and I'm gonna leave it. So if you learn how to use your Seller Amp, I mean, you could be making money fairly quick, truthfully. Now that your business is growing, do you have space for the products you purchase? Teresa, great question. So again, y'all asking great questions, but you definitely need to follow our YouTube because that's where we be posting like the real life stuff. I'm in our office. Our office is where we work. And you're welcome, boo. Our office is where we work, and we literally just got shelving in this room. Y'all, if I showed y'all what this room looked like 2 weeks ago, because it's our guest room. It was like our office / guest room. So it worked out fine at the time. Once we started bringing items in, we started trying to like put them in boxes to keep it neat. It's just, and then you're packing in that same room. It was chaotic, y'all. Chaotic in here. So just like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we finally got shelving, got everything set up. So it actually now looks like we call it our warehouse room. We call it our warehouse room. So mark this day. If you stick with us long enough, if it's God's will, we will be able to one day venture out of this room and get a bigger space. Like, that's the ultimate goal. But yes, when we put all our stuff up, we was like, oh my gosh, we really run a business. Like, it was like a full circle moment because we remember having just one little box of grocery items, and now to have a whole wall. Like, if I can't show y'all the products, but like literally I'm looking at a whole wall of stuff where we can just go pull things off the shelf. It's crazy. Yeah, definitely crazy. LC, I think I'm saying your name right, boo. So you started with grocery, but sales are far in between. So this is our suggestion. When you're doing, go wide, not deep. Okay, stick with me. Go wide, not deep. Never go deep. And when I say that, that's in when you're buying products, that's in your niche or your niche. I know everybody say it different, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Go wide, not deep. So are you doing anything else? I'll start with saying, are you doing anything else besides grocery? Are you doing anything else besides grocery? Because you can make a bag off grocery. We know people that make a bag off grocery. The other question is, how is your sourcing skills? Like, do you feel confident in your sourcing skills? Because you might be walking away from things that might be selling in a bundle or a pack of 2, pack of 4, that type of thing when I say bundle. Rather than just scanning that item and just leaving it there. Are you taking pictures of it when you're in the store? Outside of that, make sure that you're ungating in other things. I know that some people sell in that niche and it might work for them, but maybe this is your moment to be like, okay, let me venture into beauty. You know, we sell any and everything. We sell pantyhose. I can tell you a list of things. We got snacks, cleaning products, Febreze, washing detergent, mixers for your coffee, syrups, lotion, deodorant, uh, cocoa weeds, tea. That's just a small number of things that I'm just, looking on our shelf and saying these are the things that we have on there. These are the things that we're selling because we go wide, not deep, so we can always have an option when something is might not be working. If that makes sense, that's just the way we go about it. Um, what type of groceries did you start with? Any and everything that was profitable. So don't, again, so think less about like what type of grocery items should I do, and think more of let me go in store, scan everything, and let Seller Amp tell me what is profitable. You paying for that app for it to think for you. Okay? It needs to do its job. It needs to think for you. It needs to do now, of course, you're gonna do the analyzing of what makes sense, but use that app when you pay for it. That's what it's for. We use it nonstop. That is our source of truth that has allowed us to make the money that we made. We don't care. I don't care if I pick this tripod up and I think that it's so cute. Somebody will really like this and might purchase this online. If Seller Amp say, baby, it don't make no money and it sells -5 times a month, I'm gonna put it down and cry about it. Like, dang, that's really cute. But moving on to the next. Now I'm at the point I don't even care. Oh, it don't make no money. Bye. Next. Like, you gotta get like that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hopefully those things help you to kind of, broaden your seller experience. Think about it that way. How did you guys get ungated? So the ungating process is the same for everybody. You need to purchase 10 units of a specific brand, like in a category. So you want to do, if you're going to do grocery, you can do General Mills or anything that's a grocery brand. Like, just pick up, like I said, General Mills. So you can do that grocery brand. Go on Target, find a ASIN first on Amazon that you can actually submit to request to be able to sell under grocery and gourmet. Anything that falls under grocery and gourmet, boom. That's what we did. General Mill, go to Target. I literally found the cheapest item they have. When I say the cheapest, if it's 1 cent, that's what I'm gonna pay, 1 cent. Get 10 of those items, add it to your cart. If you need to do a 4-pay, then you do that. Ain't no judgment over here. And if it is, they have to talk to us because we don't play that over here. So yes, do a 4-pay if that's what suffice for you. So go ahead and just get the items and get the invoice. So have the items shipped to your home, because it does have to deliver to your home in order for Amazon to, approve your invoice. You cannot use a receipt. So make sure that the name and the address that's on your Target, whatever you put in is coming to this address and it's this name. It needs to match what's on your Amazon account. It has to match in order for Amazon to approve it. So once you do that, you check out. Once your items ship, if it's a same day or whatever, try to get it sooner, because the sooner that those items ship, the sooner you'll be able to access your invoice. The moment they ship, you'll be able to access your invoice with Target. Get your invoice, you upload it under that ASIN for grocery and gourmet on Amazon, and wait for them to approve you. That is the process. Now, don't get me wrong, we have an ungate guide. We even have an item on our ungate guide for grocery that you can use with the ASIN that you can just easily use to get ungated. So you can do that, and then you can rinse and repeat those same steps every time if you want to. But I kind of just gave you the tea on what to do too for ungating. It's that simple. 10 items. Make sure you got the ASIN for that branded category that you're trying to ungate in. Purchase them. Name and address must match the same thing that's on your Amazon account. When you have it shipped, it has to be shipped. You cannot use a receipt. It has to be an invoice. Submit that invoice. And, return those items. It does not have to be profitable. The items you purchase do not need to be profitable. I got my first box to finally start getting that you got from Target, Esperanza. Is that what you're talking about? I feel like that's what you're talking about, because I know we've been here. We've been going through it. So I hope that's what you're talking about, because if so, thank God. Finally. Finally, gosh. But yeah, y'all. So yeah, that's the process. That's what you need to do. Return, again, I'm gonna repeat it again, return those items. Some people get caught up on thinking that you have to in order to ungate, you need to find a profitable item or brand or category that you can then sell. We don't care about selling it. All we care about is getting ungated. So once you're ungated, take that stuff back to the store, get your money on back, and then go find something profitable with that money that you can sell under that category once you're approved. That's what you do. Back in January, the end of January, literally the last few days of January is when we started selling. So it's been like 7 months, a little over 7 months now, I think, something like that. Yeah. Now, look at her. Okay, do that, girl. But yeah, don't hold up. Sometimes, and I get it. Sometimes people be talking so fast, putting information and videos out there so quick that they don't stop and slow down. The goal isn't for them to stop and slow down and make sure you understand. Let's start there. The goal is for you to see the money that's being made and say, oh, let me go purchase this. Oh, let me go purchase that. That's why we don't push our guides and stuff like that on people. When you're ready, you will do it. You know what I'm saying? Until then, come join the cookout. Come over here, chill with us, sit with us, talk to us, catch a vibe. You know, try to get some understanding through the conversations that we have, and then make your decision about moving forward. Because one, we don't want you wasting money. I'm sure you don't want to waste money. The ultimate goal is for you to get to a place where you can make money, like give you the meat and potatoes. All that other in between stuff is unnecessary. People get tripped up so much on the ungating process. Sometimes people don't even realize that they have to go through an ungating process. They think that,